Alright, so we got some big news regarding the ending of My Hero Academia that was given to us by Jump Giga in a spring 2021 interview with Kohei Horikoshi. So if you guys are anime only and don't want to know anything about the ending of My Hero Academia, then please do not watch this video. With that said, let's get into this interview because there are a lot of interesting things regarding what we can expect to see in the final act of the series. Also, I won't be going into every question that was in the interview, just the ones going over the final act of the series. The interview was shared by Atsushi and translated by Rakasu MHA. Links in the description below, so check them out. So the interview starts off with the question, which characters will have a very important role in this final act? Horikoshi's response was, the most important ones will be I guess revealing it would be a bit of a spoiler. Let's just say Hawks and Ochako will have a surprisingly big role, becoming some kind of light of hope for you readers. Shoji will also keep doing his best. Shinso and Monoma may also do some pretty big stuff. I'm also planning an epic scene for Sero. Many characters' actions will converge into a single one, so maybe the best way to say it would be keep an eye in all of them. Alright, so this is huge because Horikoshi basically confirmed that all of Class 1A and 1B, or should I say 2A and 2B, since they are now second years in this point in time, that they will be in this final act fighting against the League in Shigaraki and having their own little spotlights. I'm super excited to see Sero's epic scene as well as seeing what Shinso and Monoma will do in this final act. I'm hoping that Shinso is now a part of Class 2A since Deku leaving UA left a spot open in that class. Now, what really took me by surprise in Horikoshi's answer was that Hawks and Ochako will be having a surprisingly big role, becoming these lights of hope for the readers, which is very exciting to hear because despite Hawks currently not having his wings, it's looking like he will be playing a significant role in this final act, which makes me wonder, will he be fighting in this final act? Now, I'm not too surprised about Ochako just because I already had a feeling that she would be playing a significant role due to her relationship with Deku and Toga. I'm just really happy that she will be having a bigger role in this final act of the series. Now, before I move on to the next question in the interview, I have to clear up a big misconception going on in the fandom. I have seen that a lot of people seem to not understand Horikoshi's answer when it came to certain characters like Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, and Endeavor not being mentioned in having important roles. And listen, the story is formed around these characters. Todoroki and Endeavor have to deal with Dabi. We also have to remember that All For One and Shigaraki are the main antagonists of the story, and Deku and Bakugo are the main protagonist. For the many people saying that Bakugo won't have a significant role in the end, need to remember that All For One is out there with Shigaraki, and it would be very important and fitting for Bakugo and his character to fight and defeat All For One and get his payback for All Might and the events of Kamino. Plus, Horikoshi didn't want to spoil anything big, which is why he didn't mention anything about these specific characters. Now, moving on, the next question asks that one drawing from the exhibition is related to the main story. Horikoshi responds by saying it is mostly aesthetic, so I can't say there will be a scene exactly like that in the future. However, I drew it while keeping in mind how their relationship would develop if I explored it deeper, so it's not entirely unrelated either. Alright, so for those of you that are not sure what this question was referring to, they were talking about a drawing of Deku and Ochako in the sky, where Deku is reaching out to Ochako smiling after some big battle that went on, which this drawing was shown at the My Hero Academia art exhibition that is currently going on in Japan right now. Horikoshi is definitely giving us some big teases of Ochako and Deku getting together by the end of the series, which I'm a fan of. Also, please be civil in the comment section below about shipping. No need to spread hate about your favorite ship or someone else's favorite ship. All right, we don't need that here. Moving on, the next question asks, have you already decided the ending? Horikoshi responds by saying, yes, I have. The path to it has been longer than I initially expected, but the main elements that I've decided before starting the series are still the same. Now, this is exciting, even though we have known for a while that Horikoshi already knew the ending of My Hero Academia. It's good to know that he hasn't changed how the series would end after all of this time. We do know that the final fight was originally going to have Deku give Bakugo one for all, and they would tag team against the final villain, but as we know, he ended up using that idea for the Heroes Rising movie, which that was a pretty hype final fight for the movie, which means that Horikoshi probably came up with a more satisfying and more hype final fight for the ending of the series, which has me really excited to see what that fight will have in it. As for the final question in the interview, it says, and now that we've reached the final act, show some of your enthusiasm. Horikoshi responds by saying, I'll make sure to keep writing a story that the readers will enjoy. I'll do my best, and Deku will too. We'll be counting on you. Now, this isn't quite the end of the interview because we do have two little commentaries by Horikoshi on Hawks and Ochako to go over, which is translated by Red and Blonde 420. The commentary for Hawks says, Hawks, who was gravely injured after his battle with Dabi, although his wings were damaged, his heart stayed strong. And for this, it's honestly really cool to see that with everything going on, Hawks is still positive, which is great. As for Ochako's picture commentary, it's a little bit more interesting, which reads, regarding Deku leaving UA, as expected, Ochako is ... She can't escape her fate with Toga. Now, I find it really interesting how Horikoshi left out how she felt with Deku leaving UA. I'm sure she has mixed feelings of understanding the situation while also being heartbroken and sad that Deku didn't tell them or her sooner so that they could protect him. I'm really interested in seeing Deku and Ochako's interaction with each other when they reunite. I'm sure some tears will be shed. When it comes to her fate with Toga, this is just a big tease for Toga and Ochako's next big and final fight with each other. I'm glad we are going to see them go at it again because their fight during the war arc wasn't all that satisfying. So big things are going to be happening with Ochako, which is really exciting for me. And that does it for today's news. This was honestly a great interview that gave us not only a lot of insight on what we can expect to see happen in the final act of the series, but it also gave us a peek inside the mind of Horikoshi when it comes to drawing and creating backstories for certain characters. If you want to read the interview, I will have links to the translators as well as an article containing the interview. If you don't want to miss out on any My Hero Academia news, be sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so that way you don't miss out on any news updates regarding My Hero Academia. With that said, if you enjoyed the video, then be sure to Detroit smash that like button below and don't forget to share this video with your friends. If you want to see more My Hero Academia content, then be sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on to join the Kitoroki Hero Academia to become My Hero. Doing all of this really does help the channel out a lot and it's always appreciated. Remember to stay plus ultra and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.